Hey, what's going on everybody? This is Tim with Distracted Gaming, and this is going to be my early review of Star Wars Jedi Survivor. I'm about, I would say like 8 to 10 hours into the gameplay right now. We just got through the first planet, and we're on to the next, but this is just an early review, so there's no major spoilers, and I hope you enjoy. Star Wars Jedi Survivor. This has been quite the game so far, and off-rip we are just going to get it right out of the way. It has some performance issues. The frame rate will dip randomly, mostly in the first world. It does even out a little bit once you get through the game, but it definitely is an issue. But if you are able to overcome that, you are in for a journey. You are treated to a pretty good and engaging introductory section to this game. It goes over most of the skills that you're going to be using, and you will have to pay attention because they all come into play and they all help you in battle. Once you do get into the late game, there are some pretty tough enemies, so learning all of these skills is going to be to the best of your interest. So I highly recommend just paying attention to the controls and getting used to the different stances of the lightsabers that you'll discover throughout the game. They're all different and they all serve different purposes, so just find out what works best for you. Like, I honestly didn't switch too much once I found out the couple stances that I did like, so I just upgraded those, went on with the game, and as of making this video right now, I'm not done with the game, but I'm pretty close. At least I think I am. The story does carry on a little bit longer than I thought, but it's all appreciated because it's never boring at all. I've been engaged the entire time, which is pretty hard to do with today's gaming landscape. They're not, at least in my opinion, there's not a lot of fantastic ones out there right now that rope you in, but this story definitely did that, at least for me, so hopefully it does the same for you.
Oh, believe the rumors. A Jedi. And we brought him in alive.
The Senator is expecting us.
You're clear to move along. You want to keep the Senator waiting? Yeah. Wish he died like the rest.
Like I said in the introduction to this video, we're mainly just going to be showing off the beginning portion of this game, so it's not going to be anything too spoilery. So don't worry too much about that. You will find all of this out in the beginning portion of the game before even like an hour of gameplay, I would say. But yeah, as you can see, you start off captured. And you just jump right into this part. There's no backstory to why you're captured, so everything you find out is going to be on the fly. But it develops into a pretty good story pretty quickly. They take you to the Senator, and things just pop off. From this moment on, the game is mostly action, unless you decide to go off the beaten path, discover new things in the world, but even when you're doing that, there's still a lot of things to see. My lightsaber?
See that he is paid.
It's been a pleasure, Senator. Hope this isn't the last time we get to do business together.
The renegade Jedi Cal Kestis. You have made quite a name for yourself. Sabotaging weapons depots, disrupting supply lines, flaunting this for everyone to see. The failed coup on Norset. That was your doing, wasn't it?
What do you want, Senator? A confession? You already know I've been working with Saw Gerrera.
Before I deliver you to the Emperor, you will lead me to the remaining Jedi.
I can't. It's just me.
No use resisting. I'll find out one way or another. Sometimes all it takes is a speech. But in there, I have other tools at my disposal. Or maybe I'll just use this. Your master's lightsaber. Jaro Tapal, a traitor like you. And to think one day our children will ask, what is this thing? This relic of a corrupt institution destroyed by its own arrogance.
Arrogance is a trap a lot of us fall into, Senator.
I'm sure the Emperor won't mind if I deliver you to him in pieces. What?
It's over. Let's get it.
Did you really think you could capture me? You've got classified military intel stored on your yacht. And you just brought it right to me. Thanks,
BD! I like it.
Not so fast, Senator. Hit it, BD. Now he comes to us. He's coming a little hot. Oh,
use the force!
Hold on!
This was almost insanely smooth of a plan.
It's okay. These things happen.
One bright spot of this early on and throughout the rest of the game you're going to notice is the traversal. You have many different options. It kind of reminds me a little bit of an Uncharted. Just the verticality and just how you can discover things. It's very, very open with that. As you can see, you scale things pretty smoothly. The frame rate works with you, that is. But yeah, I like it a lot. It allows you to get places pretty easily. The only thing I would say is it is a little bit difficult to find what you can and cannot climb, at least early on. Once you play a little bit more, you start to get an idea of the surfaces that are climbable, but in the beginning, there was a few times I walked right by a surface, I didn't see it, or it just wasn't sticking out to me, so that was definitely one thing, but it's not a major issue. As you can see here, the combat is back in full force, no pun intended, but yeah, it is very, very smooth when the frame rate, of course, works with you. We get a little bit of the upgrade section here, the bonfire or meditation point, whatever you want to call it. Go over the skill tree, and you have a vast option of skills that open up as you get further into the game. You start unlocking more things that you can learn. As you can see here, a couple of the tomes are shattered, so you don't even know what those are, but you find out pretty quickly. All in all, I would say my first few hours with this game were mostly positive. My only big complaint was the fact that the frame rate was just not stable at all. Now, since I have been playing, they did patch it, at least on PC they did, which is what I'm playing on. I'm not sure about the console versions. I'm not sure how bad those ran in the first place, honestly. I only have the PC version to put my opinion out on, but for the most part, it was fine to ignore just simply because the game was so good. I enjoyed the combat the entire time. I loved meeting all the new characters that they have and even some of the old ones that they brought back. It was just very engaging and very fun, so I definitely recommend it, but I also have to preface that you might run into some issues just with the performance, but hopefully that will be taken care of sooner rather than later. They came out with the first patch rather quickly, so I have high hopes for the rest of it. But that is going to be my early review of Star Wars Jedi Survivor. This was my first time actually doing a review like this, so if it was a little bit rambly and incoherent at spots, I greatly apologize, but hopefully I will continue to do this and get better with the speaking aspect of it, because we were just kind of doing this on the fly. So I hope everybody enjoyed. Let me know what you think. Like the video, leave a comment. Any criticism is accepted. And if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. I would appreciate that. Other than that, though, I hope everybody has a wonderful time. I will leave you with the introduction to the first planet, and I'll catch you next time. Peace out.
Nice one, buddy. We're not gonna make it to the hangar. Gotta put her down. Hold on, BD. Completely fried. We won't be flying again without repairs. Okay. This is us. This must be the outpost. I guess we finally get to see Grace's cantina. Okay. Come on.